Okay, this is the kegerator now. Again, just doing a quick follow-up here, just to show what I did. And again, this is about 7 years later. Kegerator's still holding up great, as you can see. I just sanded all the rust off. Used some putty here and filled it in. You can see there's another little piece of the handle up here. Filled in with putty. It doesn't really stand out, but I just like the flat, the flat face. A little cluttered up there, but that's just where I like to keep everything handy. And again, this is my garage. This is another. This is my fermentation chamber next to it. But just to show you the thermostat I use a thermostat for my fermenter here too, or fermentation chamber, and just the regular Johnson controls. And this is about, I think these run about $80 if I remember. And I got another one that I just velcroed on the top of here. It's just plugged in. As you can see, the plug, both plugs just plug right into the Johnson controls. So this is the plug for the that's the plug for the kegerator, just goes right in there. And this is the plug for the fermentation chamber. And again, you would just plug it. This right here is the Johnson control. You just plug it in the back of that and plug that in. It's the simplest thing. And what's good about this is when I don't have anything fermenting in here, I just keep groceries in here. Have it right here. This is the thermostat. Keeps it at 40. And I think you were asking, what I actually did. So as you can see, this is just drilled in here. I used some washers as spacers just to give it a little more tightness. And again, I insulated it all with just regular insulation material that you would get, like backer board. So as you can see, it's got some negative space in there, so even the tubes don't stick out that much. Filled all these insides with the gap filler, just insulation spray, and then I just use the tinfoil duct tape, or that special kind of tape for the ducts. And that's it. Now as you can see, well, maybe you can't, it's a little dark in here, I don't have my light on, but can easily fit 6 kegs in here. This is 3. And what I do, I have a little kind of a piece of the backer board. I put it behind here just to keep it from touching the back of the cables or the back of the kegs. And I have one down here too. This is just a foam pad that I put down, and it's gonna ice up. That's what these do. These are not frost free. As you can see, you set it on the lowest setting, and that's it. And then you hook up the Johnson control, and that's it. This will rifle on, I gotta say, it'll come on about every hour or so, only for a few minutes. I think you can hear it. It was on when you came out. I came out to do this. And again, when the lock is on, it's quieter. It's pretty quiet. I just don't have it locked because I was opening it. But if you don't lock it, like the little locking mechanism is vibrating, that's all. But it's a fairly quiet kegerator. And it fits right here and right up on this little ledge in my garage in Arizona. And in this garage, it routinely gets up to 125 degrees easy. And this is just perfect. You don't have to worry about towers. Everything's, perfect height. And that's it. Very simple. Don't have a drain. I thought real seriously about putting one in at the end. I know a lot of people have a problem with the fruit flies, and I didn't want to get into that. It does drip, but not a lot, as you can see on the, on the concrete. These are perlic taps, so they're forward sealing taps. I don't get much drippage out of them. They're very easy to take apart and clean, and they're just very nice. And again, worth an extra 20 bucks a tap to get what you want. And that's it. I mean, any questions, feel free to ask, but this is very doable. And again, this whole thing was free. See if I can get, I have room underneath to put, I have regular beer and yeast that I put in there. It stays about 38 in there, even though I know it looks a lot colder because of the ice on there. But the ice, again, the good thing about this is on a slope, so if I ever have to defrost it, which I do about twice a year, I just unplug it and it all drips out and goes right out the garage. It's very easy, but this is doable. Don't shy away from it. I did take the light off, as you can see up here. I just did the Johnson control. I did the thermostat part, or the bulb. I just have it right in the middle, and that's it. I mean, nothing special, nothing fancy, but it's pretty awesome. It's pretty nice to make your own thing and have it last so long. Again, it's been 7 years, and every time a circuit breaks and I don't realize it, and I realize my kegerator's not running, or I'm like, well, that's it. It's an old freezer. It's time to go. But nope, this thing, I'll find the break, or I'll reset the switch, and that's it. The thing kicks right on. I don't think this is ever gonna bust, because the compressors, they were made to last back then. This was made 1968, I think it said. So it's built to last. Any questions, give me a call or drop a line, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. Thanks.